Payne Chevrolet. 9 decades, 4 generations, 1 tradition.
A simple trip to the DMV for a Springfield woman ended with all of her personal information potentially being exposed to identity thieves, and her experience is not unique. According to Senator Kerry Roberts, her discovery will likely turn into a change in voter registration law in Tennessee and perhaps the nation when it's all said and done.
I went to the DMV to get my driver's license renewed, and they asked me for all kinds of documents, so I gave them my social security card, my old driver's license, my birth certificate, my marriage certificate, and a vehicle registration. When I was standing there with them, I said, I felt really uncomfortable giving you all these documents. Can you guarantee me that this is going to be secure and it's not going to, all this information that's in the computer is not going to get to somebody else and risk my privacy and my security? And they said it was fine. So after that, everything went fine, and then 2 weeks later I get my driver's license, and with my driver's license is a voter registration, which I declined at the DMV. I told them that I would register on my own. And so on this letter it had my full name, my full address, my date of birth, and my full social security on it.
With your driver's license?
With my driver's license in there. And I couldn't believe it, that anybody could have gotten my driver's license, changed my name, would have had my social security, my address. They could have gotten any information on me that they wanted. And so I called back to the DMV and confronted them about it, and she gave me a number to call the Nashville, Tennessee office, and didn't get any results there. I tried calling the mayor's office, but I left a message. And so then I said, I'm going to call the news. I said, this is not right. It's a highly security risk, what they're doing.
So when you called me and told me about this, I just kind of couldn't believe that we're sending all this information in the mail that someone's identity could be stolen. So I called our coordinator of elections in Tennessee to find out, why in the world do we do this? I mean, this just seems crazy. And the answer was 2 things. One is 1993. There was a federal law passed that we refer to as the motor voter law, and you've heard about that. And the premise of that law is you got to make it easy for people to register to vote. So when they go in, they apply for a driver's license, you can register them to vote. If they opt not to be registered, you need to send them all the information that they need. And they don't, the part of the provision of the law is they're not supposed to have to fill it out twice. You're not supposed to create any obstacles or any hurdles to make it easy to register to vote. Now, compounding that 1993 law, the Federal Department of Justice sued Tennessee over the way that we handled it, and as a result of that lawsuit and the consent decree that they entered into, that's why we do it the way we do it today. Well, back then you weren't really thinking in terms of, we were mailing everything with people's personal identity. You get your bank statement, it has your bank account number, it has your social security number on it. But things have changed since then, and we've become more sensitive to identity theft, and now we wouldn't dream of mailing this stuff, yet here we are, mailing all the stuff that you need to steal someone's identity. So what do we do about it? That's the question. We're inquiring with the Tennessee Attorney General to see if we can change this form, if we can redact some of this information and still be in compliance with both the original federal law and then the lawsuit that the Federal Department of Justice filed against Tennessee in 2003. If the answer is yes, we'll make an immediate change. If the answer is no, then what? Is it a state law that needs change, or does the actual underlying federal law need to change? And I don't have an answer to that yet, but hopefully it'll be a real easy yes, you can change that and you'll still be in compliance with the original motor voter law of 1993, 1994, whenever that was. So this is a really cool thing that you would call, that we'd have a constituent say, I can't believe the state of Tennessee does this. We call, we get an answer, we set the wheels in motion. With any kind of luck, we'll have a solution real soon. Well,
I'm glad. It makes me happy that somebody's going to do something, because it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. There's things going on in this country, and that people's identities are getting stolen all the time, and
it's a huge industry protecting people from identity theft.
Especially it's under the Department of Homeland Security. Aren't they supposed to secure that stuff? obviously they're not. So then after I received my envelope, my daughter got hers for her ID, and the same thing. Her social security number, date of birth, everything. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there that this has happened to, but that's not the point. The point is that they're risking people's security.
I like to go ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. I like to go he, he, he. He, he, he. We have a lot of fun, my mouth and me.
I like to go. I like to go. I like to go.
Big City Dining in Springfield. Depot Bar and Grill.